Good morning, everyone. Hayden back making another brand new Crypto TV episode. I'm up early because the markets are going crazy. The markets are dropping, obviously, and I'm sure that's getting a lot of you guys nervous and worried about what's going on. You have to consider a couple of things. When you're investing in a game like this, you can't base this off of a one-day move. Obviously, we're in this for the long run. In the next couple of days, we should see this reverse back upwards. Obviously, a massive crash like this is going to be followed by a massive reversal, which is what we're trying to make money off of. Now, you can consider that there are things we can do, which I'll explain in the video that can kind of help us in terms of stuff like this if you're a little bit worried. But otherwise, let's jump into the episode. What's going on, YouTube? Hit it back making another brand new Crypto TV episode. Hopefully you guys liked that little intro I put together. Obviously, we're going to continue discussing things that were mentioned previously, and we're more so going to be focusing on a couple of things. Obviously, you guys know yesterday we saw a couple of very interesting plays. Probably one of the biggest volume we've seen in the market in months right now. And I want to continue off of that and discuss with you guys where the markets are probably going to be going to, what to expect, and things of that nature. You'll notice I put out two videos yesterday, one in regards to a bull flag and then another one in regards to bottoming out potentially. So I want to continue off that basis. I have an article in regards to potentially discussing why the drop happened. The Bitcoin dropped to 7,000 as China vows to dispose of local exchanges, which is pretty crazy. And then obviously discuss with you guys what exactly is going on within Bitcoin right now and how extremely overextended and oversold we are, and how this could, see potential to rise on the upside, as well as more discussion on the DueDEX thing that we did yesterday. Otherwise, if you guys are new to the channel, make sure to subscribe, turn on post notifications, leave a giant thumbs up. We'll be doing the giveaway at the end of today's episode. And if you want to get entered in next week's giveaway, all you have to do is comment #CryptoTV down below to be entered in the $25 Bitcoin raffle. Otherwise, let's jump into today's episode. So where do we even start? I don't even know where to start. There's so much going on. Obviously, you guys saw yesterday's video. I did two videos yesterday in regards to bottoming off, buying positions, as well as where to be getting inside of Bitcoin, as well as XRP. I saw a lot of comments in regards to why I don't cover as much XRP analysis as I do some of the other cryptos, and I want to show you guys what it is that I'm referring to. I do discuss XRP. Don't get me wrong, it's still something to discuss. You can see right here, looking at XRP, that there's a couple of very interesting positions. You can see that there is obviously some sort of downtrend, very small one at that, but there is one here. Depends on how you want to draw this, whether you want to consider it like this, whether you want to consider another one. There is clearly one on the market pushing us downwards. You can also understand that there are bottom supports. This coin is pretty much, it's not at all-time lows, but it is pretty much bottomed off. We don't have much more room to go lower. So understand the second we do decide to hit some sort of bottom, we should see a very nice bounce and ripple back to the upside. And you can also see XRP didn't really get affected as much as the other cryptos, where XRP is only down about 5, while Bitcoin is down 10, Ethereum down 12, Litecoin down 10, EOS down 12. A lot of big moves and plays in here. But the reason I discuss XRP with other cryptocurrencies is in the fact that I do believe XRP and Bitcoin are pretty much in sync with each other right now. So obviously, we did see some very interesting moves, and I'm sure you guys want explanations. Let me explain to you what exactly is going on. So obviously, yesterday we saw some sort of bearish break. We had some bearish fractals right here. We usually tend to break up to the upside. Today we decided to break to the downside, which is interesting. Obviously, this would have been a great short position. You can see this is more of some sort of close pennant flag, but we did ultimately decide to break bearish. Now, this would have obviously have been a great short if we were prepared for that, but I was preparing for something along the lines of a move to the upside. Now, this is only about a 17% drop. Obviously, that would have been a great profit if we did short the coin, but we are still anticipating a rally to the upside for, good reason. You'll notice not only are we oversold on the 4-hour, but you can see we're also extremely oversold on the daily. So a lot of these do take into account we are extremely overextended on the MACD as well. So there's a lot of signs that will indicate retracement. So some things that I've obviously pointed out yesterday and in all of my videos is that there is some sort of support underlying this. This could be a major symmetrical triangle. I said it was something to consider, not to throw away. That seems to be what we're, pointing out right now. I was very shocked, and I did say that there is a very slight chance, very minimal, I'd say about 5%, that we could be falling down to this purple uptrend. Surprisingly, that did happen. But a lot of these times, major dips like this tend to see major corrections. You can see previous massive dips like this tend to see massive corrections to the upside. So yes, I am gambling on the fact that a major pop downwards will hold some value, and we should see a correction immediately back to the upside. It's pretty much a waiting game from here. We could go lower. We could go as low as 6,700. It is definitely very possible. But you can see why I have this uptrend drawn. Ever since the beginning of 2019, we've had this short-term uptrend right here. The prices pretty much took on parabolic heights, and now eventually we seem to have consolidated back down to support. The main giveaway for the weekly is in the fact that we've pretty much just came back down to retest something called the high-low MMA. You'll notice we don't look that bad when you compare it to the high-low MMA. We have our clear uptrend right here, very beautiful uptrend. You can't argue with this. This is a beautiful uptrend, a beautiful downtrend, beautiful symmetrical triangle in formation. The high-low MMA clearly cutting right through. We've been overextended and away from the high-low MMA for months now, and we finally come back down to correct the bottom support. There's a lot of support here too to consider. Not only do we have $7,400 support at the red band, but we have the $7,000 support we're retesting right now at the green band. So I really don't think we're going to go much lower. I would be very, very, very surprised to see us break below this downtrend. I mean, this uptrend right here. Anything below, people are considering all the way down 1,000. I don't think it's likely, but I do think this is the bottom, and I do think it was anticipated compared to when you look at the charts on the daily as well as on the weekly charts. You can consider that we were looking to complete some sort of symmetrical triangle. Now, obviously, with that being said, we could have bought in lower, but I want to talk about dollar cost averaging because that is what I did in regards to lowering my break-even point, and I think that's something that you guys would be quite interested in. Now, if you guys do want access to my charts, it is the second link in the description. This will bring you over to my Patreon community where we basically get updated with every type of move that I have in store for YouTube that comes out obviously beforehand. You guys get a first-person sneak peek of what I am doing and in regards to matching trades and things like that before they actually go public on YouTube. So obviously there's an article posted, Bitcoin drops to $7,000 as China vows to dispose local exchanges, which is weird because we were just talking about them accepting blockchain and adopting blockchain. Now they want to ban exchanges. So pretty much you can see they want blockchain, not Bitcoin. So it says, meanwhile, the city of Shenzhen revealed the investigation into symbol cryptos trading operations. Basically, they want to adopt blockchain technology, but they don't want Bitcoin trading. I guess they don't like how money is being used under their noses, so they're pretty much getting rid of that. Is this the reason for the massive drop? I'm not too sure. I feel like a lot of news gets published the same time drops do happen, and they kind of say, oh, well, let's correlate them. So that doesn't ultimately mean that that is what caused this break to the downside. Now, consider Litecoin did clearly have a resistance. So we knew based off Litecoin that we were heading down. There was no shot we were going to go higher due to the fact that we were in a major descending fractal. You could see on Ethereum, we surprisingly did break big bearish outside of what appears to be a very strong support at 156. So what I want to see is whether or not we're going to hold this position. What I want to know is, yes, there's a very small support at where it's at currently. Do I think it's going to stay here? No. There's a chance we can retrace back upwards and close today's candle above here, which I do think is very possible. I'd be very shocked if we had lower. We're also oversold. XRP clearly nearing, it's not even oversold on the weekly yet, but you can see on the daily we are. So that's another thing to consider, is that these coins are pretty much bottomed out and oversold. Now, I wanted to refer to you guys about the trade that I made yesterday. Obviously, you guys know I've been using DueDEX, which is a great platform, and I still consider it to be a great platform. And I wanted to discuss with you guys something that I did yesterday, which if you guys are feeling kind of weary about the market, should consider doing yourself. So obviously in moves like this, I call things dollar cost averaging. Now yesterday I titled it I'm buying or I'm all in. I was in regards to the fact that I did not hold any Bitcoin at the time, and then yesterday I decided to buy back in. That was the first time I bought in. Now, I didn't put everything that I owned and that I would trade into it, but I do have obviously some more leg room and some more available money to be putting into the market. And that's what I did. I wanted to do this to lower my dollar cost average, my break-even point. What does that mean? What is a dollar cost average? What is dollar cost averaging? It's basically when you buy in at, let's say you buy in at 1,000, you buy in at 500. You put you buy, let's say 10 Bitcoins at 1,000, you buy 10 Bitcoins at 500. That makes your dollar cost average at 750. Your break even point is 750. So when you go back up, you have less room to cover. So that's what I did. You can see based on trade history. Now trade history gets kind of wacky, but please do follow. Yesterday, you remember we bought everything at 78.75, or sorry, not there, at 7,600. That's where we bought in. 7,600, we put $667 into the market. 667 is a lot. So consider that where we bought in. 7,600 is where we needed to break. So we needed to break right here. This is where we needed to break. Now, just today, I decided to put in at 71.14. I put in $500 at 71.14. You can see these are just smaller trade sizes that closed at 7.11, but these are the main ones right here. So by buying in at 7,600 and by buying in at 71.14, we ultimately lowered our dollar cost average, our break-even point, from 7,600 all the way down to 73.80. I can put more in, and we can lower it even down, farther down to potentially 7,200. I still do have available Bitcoin to do that with, but I just wanted to show you that that is a possibility of something to do. So obviously now our dollar cost average, our break-even point is 73.80. Anything above that will be giving us profit. You can see positions. Yes, we're down about 44%, 39 to 44%. That is only due to the fact that we did margin this. We leverage traded it by 10 times. So I'm anticipating that this is pretty much the bottom, the lower we're going to go, and then we should start to head back up. Now, obviously, a lot of people get very upset when they buy in and then they see it immediately fall. That's literally part of the game. That's how you play this game. You're going to anticipate retracement lower, but maybe a day later you're going to see this. So you have to be patient. That position that I opened is for the next couple of days. That's for maybe a week or 2 weeks. That is my buy-in position. So we're going to hold that position and see if it pays off right now. It looks to be like it should pay off. We've pretty much bottomed out. We had a major retracement. As we know, we're supposed to be buying in on the dip down and not on the run up. It makes sense. So why would you be buying in on this and lose money on the drop when you should be buying in on the drop and then make money on the dip to the upside? So I do think it is around a corner. We had a beautiful descending triangle. We finally broke into oversold. We're extremely oversold now. We had two positions open, 7,600 and at 7,100, giving us a break-even point at 73. We have a great buy and hold. Obviously, we're about $200 to $300 lower than where that position is, but anything above that is profit. Now, if we're considering us to rally up to $10,000 and we're at 7,300, and we're currently at $7,000, $300 is not going to be that much. So consider those to be opportunities, things to take advantage of, because I do think come the next couple of days, we are going to see that swing. Obviously, we're not going to see day on day on day of 10 and 12% decent, downtrends where we're just bearish for the longest time. We're going to see that reversal happen fairly soon. And I mean, I'm pretty excited to see us even retesting a bottom support like this, because this does confirm that this is the bottom. You can see the last time we were on this, we did decide to take a massive rally up from 4,000 all the way to 13,000. You can see we're oversold here. You can see back here, when we first started this, we weren't that bad. You can see when we actually broke out, we were extremely oversold for quite some time now, or overbought. So I do think we're in a great position. We're retesting bottom support. The MACD looks great. Not only does the RSI look great. So I think it's a waiting game from here on out, but I wanted to say, if you guys are feeling uncomfortable, consider dollar cost averaging. Otherwise, yeah, check out DueDEX. First link in the description if you want to sign up. This is an opportunity to sell in short. Obviously, it would have been very, very, very awesome for us to short the coin as it retraced, but we missed that run. There'll be plenty more to discuss with you guys. It is time for the raffle. I'm going to choose a video from the past week. Let's do yesterday's. I think that will be a good choice, considering yesterday a lot of people decided to comment. So obviously, if you left the comment hashtag CryptoTV, you'll get entered in the giveaway. So let's see, we have 89 unique comments. If you commented hashtag CryptoTV, you will be entered. You will win the giveaway, and you have to pretty much just send me your Bitcoin address and you'll be a lucky winner. So let's see who it is. Bear flag, Bitcoin target meaning. Nope. We do not have the hashtag CryptoTV. Let's give it a second time and see who the winner is. There we go. K Brock comments Crypto TV, hashtag first. You are the winner. Make sure to comment your Bitcoin address in today's video and I will send you $25 of Bitcoin. But otherwise, that's going to wrap up today's episode. If you're new to the channel, make sure to subscribe, turn on post notifications, leave a giant thumbs up, and I'll see you in tomorrow's video. Peace.